Okay, we're in round one. We're on the draw, and I'm going to keep this hand. A couple of our bombing cards in here. Only a couple lands, no black mana, but got a 2-drop. I think it's worth keeping. I guess this hand's a little bit on the expensive side, but it still feels okay. We have a lot of stuff to do at 2 mana. And if we can find another land, should be okay. What I'm hoping is we draw a land and then my Soul Summons hits a non-land, but we'll see if we can be so lucky. Don't hit a land, please. Not a swamp. Well, we did hit a land, but I guess it's not a swamp, so not too bad. We'll trade it. Guess I could have just artful maneuvered his guy. Yeah, maybe that would have been better. Alright, missed our land drop, which is a bummer, but can't do anything about it. Alright, Jamocha Warrior will work. Kind of glad he buffed that one, because now if I get a black man, I can just ultimate price the Lotus Patch in pretty comfortably. Alright, bit of a bummer there that we're missing all our land drops, but can't do anything about it. That's a bummer. Well, hit our land drop. Guess we bash in. I can't really do much else. Alright, so I think the play now is ultimate price the Djinn. Because, like, I could just play Vulturous Haven, but he can still swing with the Djinn. And if he has an answer for it, I just die. Whereas if I ultimate price this now, take a little bit less damage. They can play Dramoka Warrior. I do not have lethal with Elite Scale Guard, but I can bolster my Light Walker and then have a blocker, or I can play the Sunscorch Regent. If I play the Elite Scale Guard, I'd rather have my Light Walker die to a combat trick than my Sunscorch Regent. But then again, well, I think if he can, either way, if he can deal with either a Light Walker or a Sunscorch Regent, we're in pretty big trouble. I think we'll go Regent, but I guess we swing first. Oh. Well, I guess that's going to cost us the game. Yeah. Well, he would have just done Ojutai's Breath in response, I guess. The problem is now if I play Regent, I mean, he does have to rebound. I guess I still go for it, and just in case he screws up and misclicks, I don't know. I mean, it sucks, but I don't know what else to do. I mean, I don't think I can Vulture save in anything. So, let's just play the Regent. Yeah, I don't want to show him information, but like I said, he might screw up. Yeah. Wish it wasn't one life. You know? Like, I mean, I guess I just wish it wasn't Xaxes, but we almost caught up, actually. And, I mean, we were struggling. We were treading water for, like, what felt like an eternity. So, I think we can do this. It's just a matter of actually drawing lands. Anything to deal with flyers. I mean, I could do Spider Silk Net. Actually doesn't seem terrible. Surge of Righteousness does not work. Let's do Net. You know, I never play it. I want to try it out. I feel like it's not bad, actually, against all of his flyers. I mean, I don't know what else to do to his flyers besides spot removal them. So maybe we take out a Scroll to Masters for it. Take out a cool, you know, value card. That's, yeah, not exactly necessary for a card that can give us really good blocking, potentially. I've never played it in this format either, so worth the experiment, I would say. All right, let's try this again. All right, we'll play first, and one lander, so we'll mulligan. And two lands that aren't on color, which is a bummer, but I guess we'll keep it. If we draw a white land, we should be fine. I guess we don't have to play the Spider Silk Net right away, since we've got, you know, prowess. All right, white land was a good draw. If he has a Palace Familiar, I can just go Spider Silk Net too, which isn't bad. All right, Pressure Point's not bad either. Morph of his own. Got the land. I think we'll just swing and play the Mystics. Either of these trading seems fine. And next turn I can pressure point a blocker as well as play the Spider Silk Net. Well, let's tap this first. Get our prowess on. Alright. Guess we're only 2 lands now from morphing Marsh Hulk. Soul Summons doesn't really add that much to the board with Dragonloft Title out. Let's play Spider Silk Net and equip our morph. And maybe he just chumps the Mystics, which is fine too. And Lightwalker's a fine trade for us. He probably chumps, is my assumption. No, he trades. All right. Pretty surprised. Got some really good potential top decks here. Land is fine. Let's do Soul Summons first. I want to see what I flip, if anything. A land. I guess I would have gotten us Marsh Hulk. Let's equip the Mystics and swing. Guess he can double block. How much is double block a bummer right now? It's not so bad. It does feel like an easy block for him, though. Do I want to trade a Mystics for a Dragonloft Idol? I mean, he's playing an Idol. He's probably got some dragons in there. I think I'll make the trade. You know, I'm not thrilled about it, but we're in top deck mode. I've got a couple other guys that are higher priority. Whoa, I wasn't expecting that. All right, so I guess he eats our guy. I'm actually gonna not equip our morph. That way if I draw a land, he'll be big enough. Like I said, plenty of good draws now. Secure the Waste, Palace Siege, Sunscorched Region, Elite Scale Guard, Vulturous Haven. Just a lot of good draws. We've yet to draw any of our bombs yet this game, and our deck has a lot, so let's see if we can be so fortunate. All right. Well, I guess we have our morph online. Tactician's not bad here. Guess we could go Tactician plus Equip Swing. And you can't double block and kill it. That's pretty good. And that way if he has like a... This like, I like this more because it actually advances my board. And like I said, he can't kill my guy, so feels powerful. Ooh, Adept's pretty good. So I guess I can Sandcrafter Mage, but it just bolsters itself. 2 mana up. Let's just swing. I could have swung with the Tactician too. But if he had a non-creature spell, I would have just lost it. All right. So we would have lost our Tactician if we attacked, so I'm glad I didn't do that. We still get the Monk. We deal however much we would have had to deal to Dragonloft to be lethal, and then we kill the Monk, I believe. And our opponent has 1 card left. So, yeah, not too bad. We have a 6/10 he's got to deal with. He can give his Misfire Adept flying. I can play Sandcrafter Mage and equip it with Spider Silk Net, which is not bad. So I guess he can get in for, what, 7? That's a good one. All right, let's swing with, let's just swing Marshulk, or try to. See if he's got the Ojutai's Breath. He does indeed, which is annoying, but what can you do? We're still fine. So 7 mana, we get to, I think we just play Mage. Bolster itself. Maybe playing the Outcast into Mage would have been better, but now we can equip here. And this actually gives us a blocker to his 4/4, or at least makes him tap down our Sandcrafter Mage, which is okay, I guess. So, I mean, he could bash in for 7. All right, not the worst. Okay, land draw is not the greatest, but I think we'll just go, so I can go Outcast, get 2 guys, or I can put the counter on it and then equip with Spider Silk Net. That might be better. I can also can't decide what I'd rather have. Would I rather have a 3/4? I feel like the 1/1 Spirit doesn't do too much on this board. At least not while the Surveyor's around. Let's put the Spirit out and equip the Outcast. If I swung there and he had something, I feel like I could... I mean, I just basically need to untap and get some value out of my Marshulk, and it should be okay. All right, Tactician's not the worst. Ooh, that's a good one. So currently he's got 2 flying blockers. So I guess I can swing with... So I could ultimate price... I think we just swing with... think we swing with Marshal, Tactician, Mage. Although you can just block Tactician on Tactician. I mean, Marshal for sure. I think we just go these two. I want to see how he blocks, you know, before I decide to do any ultimate price shenanigans. Yeah, that seems like a fine trade. All right. Now we'll pass. We'll see what his plan is. Ooh. So if I ultimate price to creature, like Misfire Adept, swing with team plus Artful Maneuver, should be lethal. Let's do that first. All right. Well, we have lethal, so this is actually going to force him to deal with one of these, and then the Artful Maneuver should finish it. So we'll let that resolve. All right. Well, that worked out kind of nice. Opponent's got a great deck. It's going to be a tough one to beat. Spider Silk Net actually, oddly enough, played well. So I think we'll keep that around. And everything else should be okay, I would think. So let's just try this again. This is a pretty awkward hand. No black mana, but we are on the draw. We only have a 3-drop. We do have a Spider Silk Net. Having a grip full of black cards is pretty awkward, but I guess Marshal can be morphed. The Spider Silk Net is pretty helpful. We have quite a few 2-drops. I think I keep it. It's risky, but what I like about this hand is Vulture Saving's good, whether or not I can use the ability. And there are quite a few draws I could get that help this. Or I could just get mana screwed and lose, but I think it's worth the risk. Alright, I can actually kill that, which is kind of nice. could just play a Light Walker to block it. I think I'm just going to kill it. My reasoning is I think I would prefer to have my Light Walker with the Spider Silk Net for the flyers rather than trade my Light Walker for one of his ground guys. But I have no problem trading an Artful Maneuver for a 4 damage swinger. Alright, that was a good draw. So I guess Marsh Hulk is the play here since it makes better use of our mana. That way if I draw a land... Well, if I drew a land, I guess I'd want to go Vulturous Haven, but I don't have to. You could do Dance of the Skywise and eat our Marsh Hulk, I guess, but it's not gonna be the end of the world. Yeah, it still would have died even if I had the Spider Silk Net, so alright. I can live with that. Let's play Lotus Eye Mystics. Pass. If I rip a black mana now, we're in pretty good shape. Didn't rip the black mana. Let me think about this. Guess we go Spider Silk Net for prowess. Swing for 4. And then we'll play Light Walker and equip Spider Silk Net. And I don't think we're blocking Jin, but we can at least block the Palace Familiar. Okay. Monument. Still 2 mana up. Something important to keep in mind. So swing in with the Jin. Alright. Soul Summons. Which would trigger the prowess, but I think we're going to want to do Vulturous Haven, so we're going to swing with both. Alright, so draws a card. We follow up with Avon sacking the Light Walker, which is fine. Found both of our black mana, so I guess we could do Soul Summons now, but I'm more okay with just equipping here and chilling. And that way we can play Palace Siege next turn, hopefully get a good defensive plan going. Okay. I mean, I think we're just slamming Palace Siege next turn. And swinging for 4. Which is pretty good. Actually, we'll play Soul Summons too. So we're definitely choosing dragons. We'll play Soul Summons. Double Prowess. Alright, Channel Harm, that's fine. He might chump block this, I guess we'll see. Maybe he's actually got an out for Palace Siege. I feel like he probably chumps here. I feel like if he takes 5 and he doesn't have a good... Wow. So maybe he does have an out to Palace Siege? I'm actually not sure. I mean, he has missed quite a few land drops. And we've clearly hit like every single one. But Vulturous Haven is, I would say, the main reason for that. I guess, you know, he could have brought in Fate Forgotten for Spider Silk Net. It seems like a sketchy plan, but because he didn't know about Palace Siege. Okay. All right, did not have an out for Palace Siege yet, so nice little life swing for us here. Draw, ooh, Scale Guard's a pretty sexy one. Let's play that. Bolster the Mystics. Now we're going to swing. He can center Soul. And he does. So I guess he could just block and absorb and take 2. So he gets Prowess. He's targeting that one. Cannot block. Alright. Pal Siege, draw, land. I think we play Tactician and get to bolster our manifest so that both of our guys threaten lethal. And he's got all his mana up, so I presume he has some sort of Alright, so he's tapping that. I could take him to 1 if I swing with both, but I feel like he could kill me on crackback, so I think I just swing with manifest. Might be a creature because he wrote into being it, so that might have been better, but I was kind of expecting him to tap my 2/5. Alright. I think that is game, I believe. I mean, I guess it's not over yet, but I mean, we're riding out this Palace Siege to victory here. I don't even want to use Vulturous Haven's draw at this point. So I think we just... I mean, why even risk it? Let's just get all the bodies out there we can. And pass. Yeah, like, I don't even see the need to draw. Looks like Palace Siege did a lot of work for us this game. All right, we'll see you round 2.